welcome back to my channel. It's Katie. Sorry it's been a while since my last upload. I've been busy. I went to an event the other day, which was pretty exciting, International Sailor Moon Day. I'm going to do a video on that next time I'm hanging out with my friends that went with me. And post some pictures maybe or whatnot. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than what I've posted so far. We're going to be reviewing a manga. This is one of my favorite shoujo mangas. It's Boys Over Flowers, or also known as Hana Yori Dango. So Makino is the main character, and she is this girl, and she has her family, they're kind of like not quite broke as all get up, but they're definitely not, like, I wouldn't consider them middle class. And she's accepted into this really prestigious academy called Itoku, and it's where all these very rich children go, and it's like the highest education, or like the best education you can get. And so her parents are like, oh, her mom is always cracking jokes, oh, you're gonna snag a rich husband, that's why we're gonna send you there and then you'll be set for life. But so she goes there, and she's kind of like the only person who's there who's poor and not really rich, or one of the very few. And there at the school there's this group of four called F4, standing for Flower 4, because there's these 4 flower boys that consist of Tsukasa, Rui, Akira, and Shoujo, and they're all a little bit different, but kind of like the main, or the head of the group is Tsukasa. And they pretty much rule the school, and whatever they say goes, and they bully people all the time and stuff, and if they're like, oh, we don't want you to be here, then they bully people to the point where they just drop out and never show up again. And they have this thing called a red card, and if you give that, you're the new target of the F4, so it's everybody always tries to stay on their good side, not mess with them. But Makino, she has completely other plans and is not going to be dealing. She doesn't care, essentially, and she ends up getting on their bad side, but it's a shoujo manga, and she ends up, her and Tsukasa end up falling for each other in this roundabout way. And it's just, there's so much that's going on. There's so much stuff that happens. It's really interesting. If you're a fan of shoujo manga, I definitely recommend this one to you, because there is just, it has everything in there that you could ever want from a shoujo manga, in my opinion. It is, I believe, one of the top selling shoujo mangas of all time in Japan. And it's been, I think, adapted into numerous dramas over in Asia. It was released in Japan, obviously. They did a South Korean one, they did it in Taiwan, they did it in India, in Indonesia. It's been retranslated and redone so many different ways. It's really interesting. I think I've seen about 4 different versions of it, and they're all good. They're all a little bit different, but it's always nice seeing how different countries interpret a story. There was supposedly, I heard, supposed to be an American-made version of it, which I was just dreading because it's one I love so much. But I think that was just canned, so I'm happy in that regard. But I mean, it would have been interesting, I guess, to see it at the same time. The manga has 37 volumes, and it originally ran from I think it was October of 92 to 2003. So it's definitely an older manga. It's not a newer one for sure, but it's definitely one I would suggest checking out if you like that. It's definitely, there's comedy, but there's also drama to it at the same time, and I think it combines those both well. And definitely compared to some newer ones, I feel like it is just, there's a lot more, it's more intense in a way. I want to say that, I don't know if I'm describing that well, but it's just, there's I feel like a lot of newer shoujo manga, or at least the ones that I read a lot of, they're very just kind of slice of life, just go with it. And this one definitely just has a larger bang and punch to it, where it's a lot of stuff you're not expecting to happen. Boom, it happens. They shove it in your face, and you're like, whoa, I was not mentally prepared for that. I swear I've cried more reading this, watching this, anything, and just than any other show or manga or drama. It's crazy. It's really good, and there's a lot of feels, so be prepared. You've been warned. So if you want to check it out, you can, I know there's a lot of different places you can read it. You should want to, if you want to buy it, it's a little bit harder to find, but you can find it on Amazon for a couple bucks, or I've seen them at used bookstores a lot. But definitely check it out. Let me know what you think of it. If you liked it, didn't like it, you know, just your general opinions on it, or if you've seen the dramas before or the anime, and if you would be interested in reading about it, leave a comment down below and let me know. Well, if you like this, thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more like this, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.